All right, I'm here with Margaret, and Margaret, you've lived at this nursing home for how long?
All right, 2.5 years.
So what would you like other people to know about living at Rexton Lions Nursing Home?
Well, if we have to be in a nursing home, this is the one to be in. It's clean, it's new, it's beautiful. The grounds are beautiful. We have a garden, and it's just nice.
Did you have any concerns about having to come to a nursing home before you got here?
Yes, I had. I didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised when I got here. It was much nicer than I thought it would be.
What are some of the things you enjoy?
I enjoy the freedom. It is not like an institution. It's more like being at home. I like having my private room. I like the feeling of security. I feel that I'm safe. I have medical attention when I need it. In other words, I'd say it's just about perfect.
What were some of your issues that made you make the decision to need a nursing home?
Well, I got so that I couldn't look after myself. I couldn't get myself a meal. I couldn't get around. So I just had to make up my mind.
How do you think your family felt about that?
Well, I think they were very relieved when I came in here, because they were worried about me. I also like the activities in here, and I especially like the bingo games. And I like fun and fitness, and our activity director is very good.
What would you tell people about having visitors and company come in?
Well, that is one thing that I really liked. My visitors are always made to feel welcome, and we're not restricted. And I've had my Christmas parties here and Christmas Eve parties. I can have a birthday party if I want it. And I don't have to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I can stay up as late as I like, and they don't turn the lights out on me. I like to read at night. In fact, it's just like being at home, only I have company. And it's a lot safer.
So if you were talking to someone that was worried that they'd end up having to live in a nursing home, what would be your advice to them?
My advice to them would be to come and see us here.
And check it out.
Yes. We have good cooks.
I was going to ask you your favorite thing. So one of your favorite things would be the food?
Well, I think my favorite thing of all is a bingo game.
Which is interesting, because you never liked bingo before, right?
No, I didn't.
Yes. Isn't that what you told them when you're coming? Don't think I'm going to play bingo?
Yeah, I never thought I would enjoy playing bingo, but I do.
That's great.
And I enjoyed the activities when I can take part in them.
Perfect. Is there
And
anything
I
else?
especially like the homemade bread toasted in the morning. That's really a given.
And what happens if the menu isn't to your liking?
There's always second choice. It doesn't happen too often, but sometimes it does.
So sometimes people think, what if I go and I don't like what's there to eat? They always offer you something else.
You can always have a second choice.
We're not known for going hungry here, right?
No. Definitely not.
Definitely not. Nobody goes hungry. Is there anything else you'd like to add to our little interview?
Well, there probably is, but I can't think of everything all at once. I especially like the fact that my visitors can come in and they feel at home and they're made welcome, and I like atmosphere. Everybody seems cheerful. I'm sure they have worries of their own, but they don't show it. I mean, they're always helpful in any way they can be. And I also, I'm happy that we have medical attention at all times. And we need it.
In my own family, I had a family member say they wouldn't want to go to a nursing home because they wouldn't want to lose their independence. Do you feel you've given up any of that?
No. I mean, you get to a point where you have to give up some independence. You can't be independent in your own home if you can't get around.
Right.
And if I want to go out, my daughter can take me out for a drive anytime she feels like it. Anytime I feel like going, I don't feel that I'm restricted in any way. No, I wouldn't want to be restricted and, just, you have to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night and there's something like that at all.
No, but it's not like that.
No, not like that at all.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Margaret.
I hope it did okay, I don't know.
I feel like home of it. They put me in bed when I want. Make me wrong myself. But I really love it here.
How well we're taken care of, and how very, interested in people that run the place that we,
How do I like it here?
Yes,
I love it here.
you love it here. Can you tell me why?
Well, I know everybody, and everybody's kind to me. And the little bit of work we have to do, it's wonderful because we not do it just for ourselves, we do it for everybody. It's a great place. Home is the best place. They always tell us home is the best place. When I say this, I let it go down to this place.
So it's like home.
Home. Well, it is the same as home.
What would you like to tell others about living here?
You tell them the truth.
Which is what?
Good place.
It's a good place. And what do you like about living here?
I like everything about it. I like the meal, I like going to bed when I want to.
When you want to. You like the food?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Do you find you're busy enough? You got things to do?
Yes, when there's bingo.
What would you say is your favorite thing about being here?
Turkey dinner.
Turkey dinner. It's all about the food, your favorite meal.
yeah.
Everybody, was good to us.
Everybody is good to you?
Yeah,
You like how you're treated?
yeah. I don't know how else you could tell.
I like the way we are treated, we're treated like adults.
Now, what would you say is your favorite thing about being here?
So,
That's a hard one.
I think the freedom we have,
Okay, and can you describe that to me?
well, we can go to bed when we want to, we can get up when we want to. Get our pictures taken once.
Donna, did you find it difficult to decide that when your loved one needed a nursing home?
Well, it was absolutely difficult emotionally to decide that, but she's cognitively very aware, so she knew she was ready to come. So in this instant, it was easier for us to make that decision.
What were some of the things that concerned you the most about your loved one living in a nursing home?
I wasn't too concerned about the living part of it. I was concerned about the transition, because my mother had lived by herself for 28 years, and she was not really gregarious. She didn't go out and about a lot. So for her to move in here, I thought to myself, this is going to be really traumatic. There's people around all the time, and worked out perfectly.
What were some of your expectations?
My biggest expectation was just that she would be taken care of 24 hours a day, that we didn't have to worry about her being alone at night and getting a phone call saying that I fell down and I've been here for a while, which did happen. I had no experience with nursing homes, so I didn't know really what to expect. All my expectations were for good care.
Did anything surprise you?
That's a loaded question. Many things surprised me. I think the biggest surprise, when we first came here, they said, this is her home. Treat it as her home. And I'm thinking to myself, not really the same thing. Really the same thing. This is her home, and I'm really surprised that she embraced it as such, and we embrace it hugely, because when we come in here, we visit her, we feel like we're at home. So it's definitely a home feeling within a home.
Is there anything you would change or do differently?
I really don't think so. I've been very pleased, very satisfied with everything that we've encountered here. I'm really surprised that she is socializing as much as she is socializing. I'm really surprised that she plays bingo because that was really not one of her loves in life. She's embraced that. She's embraced many things.
And told me bingo, when we did our interview with her previously, that bingo was one of her favorite things, which we had a real laugh about.
Yeah, no, it was a no-no. When we had our interview with Sharon, she said, you know, Sharon, she said, I don't play games. I do not want to play bingo. We play bingo.
We play bingo and asked for more.
Yeah.
That was one of the things. The questions before were kind of like, now that, like in the past, so now that she's been here for a little while, how do you feel about having her in this nursing home?
I'm absolutely thrilled. Everybody that I have spoken to has had the same experience as I have had. I've never spoken to one person that ever criticized anything. And I really, I can't say enough about it. I think what makes it so unique is that they treat everybody uniquely. Each person is unique in their own right, and the staff is amazing. They do that, they learn their likes and their dislikes, and it is a very unique place. I'm well pleased with it, and I know my mother is well pleased with it as well.
So if someone was at home considering, you know, fretting about having to go to a nursing home and you know, maybe encountering some resistance, would you have any advice for them?
I've had that question asked because I've had a friend who had a parent that had to go to a nursing home who really, really did not want to go. All I can say is you encourage them as much as you can. Maybe bring them and let them have a tour and see how things really go. Other than that, I would say you need to pray. You know, it's what it is. You have to hope that they come around to that way of thinking.
Great, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Okay, Joan, how long have you worked at Rexton Lions Nursing Home?
It'll be 7 years this month.
7 years. What do you like about working here?
Well, firstly, I like that it's a small nursing home. We only have 30 residents, so it gives us a chance to give really individualized care, which other homes aren't able to do. And secondly, I like working with a team that is so dedicated. We are known throughout the area for our care, and that's something to be very proud of.
What would you like others to know about working here?
Well, I love working here. I probably should be retired, but I like working here so much that I'm still working. I love the team effort here. I love the closeness of the nursing team and how dedicated the team is to the residents.
I'm thinking more about people's perspective of what a nursing home is and what we do here? What would you like to know in that? What would you tell them, like that kind of thing?
That a nursing home in some people's minds is a place that's the end of the road and you're just waiting to pass away. I think we're in this nursing home, we try to maintain that it is, yes, the end of the journey, but there's still so much to do and so much to participate in.
Is there anything you would like to change or improve on?
Yes. It's not actually pertaining to the home, it's more the government. It's really, it bothers me when our workload is so tight that if there is a dementia resident that it needs comforting, is lost, upset, we may have just a couple of minutes to spend with them. And it bothers me when I have to walk away to do other duties and leave them. If we had more staffing for sundowning residents, this wouldn't occur, and I take it home with me.
How long have you worked at the Rexton Lions Nursing Home?
It's going to be 11 years in December.
What do you like about working here?
I'm working with different people and with the residents. You know, I get a kick out of how they act and say and stuff.
What would you like others to know about working here?
That we work good as a team, and it's always a nice, clean environment to work at.
Is there anything you would like changed or improved on?
I'd like to have people have more time to talk to the residents and know their families and how their life used to be before they came here. Because after they get here, we only get the last bit of their story. So.
I've worked here 10.5 years.
What do you like about working here?
I like working here for the fact that it's a family atmosphere, and I get to do home cooking for my residents, and I get to give them a hug once in a while. It's very rewarding for the fact that you might get a compliment today, but you might not, but you get the smiles and you get that they're loving their food. I would like to improve on getting more time with the residents, one-on-one. I really love that. I come in earlier in the mornings on my own time, so I do have extra time throughout the day to maybe give someone a hi, or how was your day, or something like that.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to our little interview that you'd like someone to know?
I'm not sure. Myself, I love working and doing what I'm doing, and it can be very rewarding, and it's very nice to take care of the elderly, because it's just like all your grandparents or your moms or your dads.
All right, Noreen, how long have you volunteered at the Rexton Lions Nursing Home?
4.5 years, Juanita.
And what do you like about volunteering here?
Well, I think a big challenge for nursing homes when it comes to the volunteer workforce is to make sure that they design a program that gives opportunities for the volunteers, and that takes a lot of creativity and planning, and I think you do that very well.
Curtis, how long have you been volunteering at the Rexton Lions Nursing Home?
I started in May. I began volunteering here when I played music with my aunt, and then there was this resident, Cece. We just clicked, and she had a crush on me. You could tell. So I kept.
Oh, you little devil!
You know, right? So, anyways, I kept visiting, and then I just said, why not just start helping around, and then my mom at home said, why don't just volunteer?
Right. And what do you like about volunteering here?
The residents, they're funny sometimes, and they're always in a good mood. They have their days, but we all do.
Right. Noreen, what would you like others to know about volunteering here?
Well, I think it's the little bit of kindness goes a long way with these residents, and it would be think the most important thing is the fact that the residents get so much enjoyment out of having just some time to spend with people other than staff. And when volunteers come in, it makes a great deal of difference for the staff, especially the care staff. They can get on and spend more time with resident care if you have a good, robust volunteer workforce. And that means the home is always going to have a really good reputation for quality of care giving. And I love the residents. So, and the staff actually are excellent here.
So what would you tell some youth?
It's tricky the first day, but then you get used to it. It's I mean, it's mostly the names that get me mixed up, but other than that, it's a fun experience.
It's a fun experience. I like that.
Well, I think one of the things that would be helpful, and just from what Curtis said, is if you had more money and time for volunteer education. And I especially think that first day, it's not just because you're young. The first day of volunteering for anybody, even those of us who've been around nursing homes all our lives, it's different when you're volunteering. And you want the residents to like you, and you know, it's hard to know exactly what they want. And so I think, yeah, just a little more time on your part if you had it. And that's pretty hard, given you're one person to do it all, right? I didn't think I would be as comfortable in the volunteer role as I was. And that's to do with staff. Staff are very grateful for you to be here, and also the residents. And I didn't think I would have so much fun. And I didn't think I'd ever be able to get my husband to want to come and play bingo. And he wants to come like every weekend. So that's all surprises me.
I like
Good
that word.
surprises.
Fun. We're fun.
It's fun to be here. It's fun to be here.
All right. Is there anything either one of you would like to add to this little interview?
Yeah, it's interesting because we both, even though we have just a few years age difference between the two of us, we felt the same way. We were anxious about whether we would make a difference so that they would, you know, enjoy having us around, right?
Yeah. You want them to like you, and you like them, but just as, how would I put this? Like my mom says all the time there, you might not like what I'm saying to you right now, but I will always love you. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put it, but
That's right.
That's
a good way to put it.
And I mean, it's not propaganda. I live here.
Good.
ready to go? Let's go. Wave hi.